Okay, so if you just wanna, if you start by like just introducing yourself basically, and then I'll probably just be like, how's the tour been so far? Like highlights of the tour.
Let me just turn my phone off because that's blatantly gonna happen.
Yeah. And then like talk a bit about your music and like influences and stuff like that. Then like if you want to talk about like, because you played a bit in Europe and
I did.
quite a lot. Yeah, exactly. So talk a bit about that. But like because a lot of the time when people do interviews, they just go on for so long that it's just a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if we try and keep it as like quite short, you know, it makes it easier for us to edit and put on shows as well.
Great.
Okay, so just introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is James Cottriall and I'm an acoustic artist originally from England, but I live in Europe and I'm doing a bit of a UK tour promoting my first album at the moment. And I've been told to tell you about my influences. Now I would say that if you take the guitars of Jack Johnson and Jason Mraz and unfortunately James Blunt, mix them together, then throw in the vocals of Sting, Damien Rice, and all this easy acoustic direction that's going on at the moment, and you'll probably get me.
Sounds pretty perfect to me. And how's the tour been going so far?
We've had quite an eventful tour. We've had some really busy venues up in Newcastle where we had backstage treatment and everything, and that went really well. And then we had Leeds where we got cancelled about 1 minute before the show, which is quite embarrassing. But the tour diary is online on YouTube, so you can have a little look at that if you fancy it.
Okay, lovely. And so do you want to just say a little bit about your sort of tour in Europe and what it's like, how it's different playing England, how it's different playing Europe?
Yeah, well, I actually live in Vienna because I studied German, so I had to go over there, and I did the usual fall in love and end up staying there thing. And the music scene is very different over there because they have a lot of singers that try and sing in English but then have a massive accent when they do it, so I have a natural advantage obviously. And they find it quite interesting because when I go on stage I normally have a cup of tea with me, which being English is quite stereotyped. And as far as the music scene goes, it goes down exactly the same because on their radio it's about 95% English-speaking music anyway. So I'd say the reception is only better because I have a foreign card to play over. So.
Brilliant. And how are you finding it being a sort of solo artist and trying to make it in the music industry?
I like it a lot. I find the challenge is great. I find the fact that we have to drive 400 miles a day to do the next gig really, really cool. Except of course when they get cancelled. But I just see that as character building and it's only going to make my songs better with time.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, in the current climate, what do you think the room is for solo artists? Do you think there's still plenty of room?
Yeah, I mean, acoustic music is just so easy to listen to that it doesn't really matter. It's not like the indie music of about 5 years ago where it was a Marmite kind of thing. You loved it or you hated it. And I'm very keen to make sure that my voice is number one and that will always be unique because there's only so many guitar sounds you can create. So no, I have no fear of going down well.
Absolutely, and I mean, the solo artist is someone who's always existed as well. I mean, you look at sort of indie music and they're trends really. They pass and they come and go. Whereas you look back, even if it changes slightly, I mean, it starts with sort of Bob Dylan and works its way through, and it's always been there.
Absolutely, I agree with that entirely.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks very much for speaking to us. Okay. And now, if you just want to do some plugging, so like, just like I'm James Cottriall and listen to Oxide Radio.
Oxide Radio.
Oxide Radio. Okay.
Hi, I'm James Cottriall and you're listening to Oxide Radio.
Brilliant.